Oh, hey there, people. How the frigs it going today? Probably pretty good. Probably not. I love it. I wake up this morning to a text message from my coworker, and he's like, dude, as of November 2nd, which is probably when this video is going live, we no longer have to work weekends. Which means I only have 2 more weekends to work before I never have to work a weekend again. This is fucking great news. I guess that means that's when my coworker's getting his termination, November 2nd. See, like I said before, today is Bruce's last day of work, and then he goes on vacation, and he ain't back until the 12th. So the 12th is next Thursday, or not next, wow. The, oh, I frigged up. The 12th isn't for a long time. Anyway, he comes back on the 12th, which is a Thursday, Friday, and then, that's why I said I thought I was going on the 16th, the 15th being my last day. But maybe the 9th is my last day because I only have 1 week less than my coworker. Maybe I screwed up on finding out how much time I have left before I'm done. I don't know. Gonna find out today. So I'm kind of excited about that. That's pretty cool. Also, I just watched a video from Jelly about this. Anki Overdrive. It looks like a video game, right? Well, it super isn't. It's like a modern day version of slot cars. Do you remember slot cars when we were kids? Well, anybody who's really young doesn't remember it because they probably don't have them anymore. But basically that was where you had a track, and it had slots, and it had power rails, a positive and a negative on each side. And then you put the car on the slot, and it had like a guide in the middle of it that would keep the car on the track. And the positive and negative would power the car, and then you'd pull a trigger on a gun, and the car would accelerate. This is the modern day version of that. You drive these fuckers with your iPhone. Now, what I'm not sure about, because I was watching them race on Jelly's video, and the whole time they're just looking at their iPhones while they're racing, and I'm like, what are they doing? Like, how? And the cars are making the corners perfectly, like no veering off the track. So right away I thought, okay, well the cars can see the edge of the road and know when the road turns and knows when to make the turn properly. But I think on their phone, what they're seeing is a video game, and the track is relaying information back to their phone, telling them, you're near a corner, let's turn. So they're actually driving for real on their phone. And apparently there's like weapon pickups and stuff in the game, because they were picking up guns and blowing each other up. I thought that was really cool. Would I buy this? No. But it's definitely a cool concept. It's definitely a cool concept. See right here. Battle your friends. Take the challenge from the Anki Overdrive tournament and battle up to 3 friends in open play. You can race, you can battle, King of the Hill, time trials. That's pretty cool. But let's just say it's not cheap. $150 for the starter kit, and the speed bundle, which is what they're rocking, is $249. Jesus Murphy. Once again, not something I'd buy, but I thought it was pretty neat to see. And thanks for coming out, White Balance. So yeah, that's kind of cool. That was an interesting video to see on Jelly's channel. Normally it's Grand Theft Auto, some Happy Wheels, some other games. But normally it's Grand Theft Auto. And this time it was racing for real life with a toy. That was neat. So this is kind of cool. JetWash sends me a video today of how to turn your PlayStation 4 into a Wii U. And no, I don't mean you're going to play Wii U freaking games on it. What I mean is, like, let's say your television's busy because somebody wants to watch TV and you want to play video games. Apparently, you can turn your phone into a television so that you can play your video games on this tiny little screen. That's kind of cool. It's with Remote Play by Sony. Now, it only comes out on the Xperia Z3 and Z4 probably, but if you can download a copy of the APK file, you can install it on your phone and run Remote Play right off your cell phone, and now this becomes your game screen instead of your television. So if your TV that your PS4 is hooked up to is in a family room and your parents want to watch it, you can use your cell phone and play your friggin' PlayStation 4 totally like a Game Boy. That is pretty damn decent. Now I know Microsoft Xbox has the same feature where you can use any Windows 10 computer to stream Xbone. This just makes life a lot easier. Just makes life a lot easier. So that's kind of cool. I dig it. For sakes, I knew I had something else I wanted to do today. I gotta go and vote. Thank God I just gotta go down the street to do this. Let's get this over with. Get to work. Alrighty, down here at the school, I got plenty of time. Let's get in there and check off a box. Oh, thank God. Fuck, I'm sitting there and I'm like, I was doing something on my computer when all of a sudden a YouTube advertisement jumped up about elections. And I was like, fuck. I thought I was later than I was, but the clock in my computer room is a lot quicker than the clock in my car. And the clock in my car is synced to the clock at work. So, thank God. Okay, whew. Because I know a lot of you don't believe in voting. You don't think your vote matters and whatnot. I hear it every fucking day from all my friends. And it pisses me right off because if they all would go out and vote, it could mean a serious difference in this election outcome because they're all too stubborn and fucking lazy to get off their asses and go tick a box. You know, oh, it doesn't matter. They're just gonna fuck everything up anyway. You know, or I don't believe in the democracy of Canada, or whatever it may be. Like, they got this attitude that their voice doesn't matter. And you know what? They're right. Their voice doesn't matter because they don't go out and vote. If you don't go out and vote, you don't matter. And if I would have not voted today and something catastrophic happened, like fucking Harper got in again, I would have been fucking upset. I would have been like, son of a bitch, I should have went out and voted. Fucking stupid brain forgetting things. Memory of a goldfish. If it wasn't for that fucking advert on YouTube reminding me to vote, I probably would have just went right to work. So, thank God, YouTube has adverts. Because otherwise, shit would have been fucking horrible. I probably would have just went at 5 o'clock because in Canada, legally, your company that you work for has to give you 3 hours off to go and vote. You don't need vote water, not Harper. Vote water, not Harper. That is fucking hilarious. Those signs are legendary. Vote water, it's everywhere. There's like a whole bunch of signs. Vote water, not Harper. Because Harper wants to do the Keystone Pipeline. And the stupid dumb cunt wants to run the pipeline right through drinking water. Which, once again, like I said last night on the vlog, or I said on the comments, sorry. You know, once all the lakes are polluted and all the air is contaminated, how good's your money gonna taste? How good's your money gonna quench your thirst? It's not. Your money will be useless. All these politicians trying to get rich off selling natural resources and destroying the planet and doing so. It's not fucking right. It ain't right, it ain't tight. But they don't care about us little people. All they care about is their own fucking wallets. They don't care about the country. See, that's why I vote NDP. Because number one, NDP hasn't been in office in friggin' forever. And number two, if they do get in office and they fuck up, I'm just gonna go find my uncle and shank him. Because he's like the NDP federal leader, or the provincial leader for Ontario, for North Bay. So, if NDP fuck around, I just go to my uncle and be like, dude, your guy fucked up. And he'd be like, yeah, I know, I'm a little upset. And I'd be like, yeah, so, stabby. So I'm hoping all the friggin', if Harper wins again, then I may lose my faith in democracy. I may lose it, because with all the propaganda going around, saying vote Harper out, you know, the water not Harper signs we saw back there, all this shit, there's no fucking reason why Harper should be in. Like, come on, the guy is passing laws. He's using terrorism to try and get fear votes. The guy's a fucking goof. He needs to go. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The guy needs to fucking go. You know, there's been news reports like crazy about him about him getting charged, or his party getting charged with criminal activities. And my personal favorite is like Mulcair and Trudeau and the Green Party. I don't know who theirs is because I never really check up on them. But them two are all for, or actually all three of them are all for the legalization, or at least the decriminalization of marijuana. Harper, however, wants to keep it illegal as fuck and wants to raise the fines on it. Now this is what I don't get. He's all illegal as fuck about marijuana, yet he campaigns with, of all people, Rob fucking Ford, the mayor of Toronto. The guy who everybody in the world now knows as the crack-smoking fucking mayor. So you work with a guy who has been convicted of smoking crack, but you're against marijuana. Like, are you fucking stoned or stupid, Harper? Are you fucking stoned or stupid? What's really going on? Maybe fucking Ford hooked him up with some crack. Maybe that's why he is the way. I don't know. Like, it's fucked. It's fucked. Like, you don't hang around with a convicted crack smoker and say marijuana's bad when there is freaking proof that marijuana can help people. You know, like that kid who has seizures every day, got on the cannabis oil, and has been seizure free for 200 fucking days. Like, and you want to make it illegal as fuck because it can help people? Because you want to push pharmaceuticals for some fucking reason, which are way more addictive than marijuana, because marijuana does not have an addictive property. The only addictive part about marijuana is people with addictive personalities who get hooked on that buzz, who need that feeling. Like, come on, bud, give your fucking head a shake. But yeah, I would have been seriously upset if I would have forgot the. I think I'm gonna go grab a Subway because I haven't eaten anything all day. It's kind of hard to cook an egg on my stovetop when the cat won't get the fuck off the thing. Actually, take that back. I am not going to Subway because, well, you know, I am. Fuck it. It didn't look like there was a place to park, but yeah, there's a place to park. There's always a place to park. All right, let's go to Subway's. And holy shit, man, this parking lot is stacked. I hope all these assholes aren't inside Subway right now, because that would fucking suck. All right, I'm gonna go get a sandwich. I don't like parking in the front here because it's a hour and a half to get out, but whatever. Right back. All right, got myself a Subway. Let's try and get the fuck out of this parking lot. Perfect. All right, let's get out of here without crashing into anybody. Keep your fucking head on a swivel, bud. Alright, let's get into work. And get this shift over with. Go home, and I don't know what we're doing tonight. I don't know, like there's talk of Grand Theft Auto 5. I'm a little nervous thinking I might not be able to transfer my progression over to the PS4. That's gonna fucking suck big times because I invested real life money into my character on PS4. No, I bought a $50 $3.2 million game card for PS4 or PS3 for Grand Theft Auto 5, and that really sucks if I can't transfer my character over because I fucked up and transferred it to PC. You should be able to transfer it over to any console, regardless. Rockstar, you fucked up, you money-grubbing sons of whores. But I don't need to talk about that again. I talked about it a lot yesterday, so a lot of people talking about PC builds in the comments. And even though I was looking at some of the ones online, like Dell now has the XPS 8700 pack in the 6th generation i7, and they have it on sale right now for $900. Same price I paid for the XPS 8300 with the 2nd gen. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty good deal, blah, blah, blah. But then I was thinking, no, get the fuck away from Dell. Because you buy a Dell computer and they call you and harass you forever about warranty services. Fucking better be turning. That's a turning lane. Alright, let's get into work. See what the fuck's going on. Just finding out that as of November 2nd, we're no longer working weekends. That means chances are the boss did the math, and I know he knows when I'm going to be done, when my last shift is. So I'll probably leak that information on my next vlog and go from there. So there you go, people. I'm going to end the vlog here. Call it a day. Not really, but call it a vlog, and get this one ready for YouTube's for you guys and go from there. So, you know, I really appreciate you guys watching. You know, without you guys, I probably wouldn't make these videos. So love you all big times. If you want to show me some love, all you got to do is give that like button a click, and that works. Or the dislike button a click. That works too. Leave a comment. I love comments. And until next time, people, keep on vlogging.